Like you, I'm horrified to see what happened to George Floyd. I'm horrified when I see the response in major U.S. cities. And what I do know is that although we do our level best to address racism here in British Columbia, it exists here as well. But in British Columbia, we have a history of peaceful demonstration. We had a demonstration here in the legislature to add to the voices around the world calling on the United States to do better. It was peaceful, it was appropriate, and I encourage people to have their voices be heard, but also please, please, abide by the directions that Dr. Henry has put in place. Try and stay a good distance away from your fellow protesters. Wear a mask if at all possible. If you're going to be chanting, by all means, make sure you're covering yourself up so you're not potentially infecting other people. We are pretty clear in British Columbia that, again, we are wanting to push as hard as we can for national approaches to these vexing problems. We have enough to deal with here in British Columbia by ourselves, but if we are aided by a federal program and a federal initiative that has us all working together from coast to coast to coast, I think that lifts up all Canadians, and we can identify and recognize that as a diverse, multicultural country, better to have a national approach to these issues and having provinces fully supporting those. And those are some of the things we'll talk about this week. I'm absolutely hopeful that any of the demonstrations that are supporting the issues of Black Lives Matter and other issues of racism in British Columbia and around the world will be peaceful and will be focused on the issue at hand. If there are those that try and insert themselves within what will be by and large, and has been by and large, peaceful protest, of course, that's where we need to take action. Law enforcement will be prepared to do that. But I can't counsel businesses on what to do. I can say to British Columbians, I have every expectation, as they do, that if we want to have our voices heard, we need to do it in a peaceful manner, which has been a long-standing tradition in British Columbia.